Imagine this. You've just watched the jaw-dropping Season 3 finale of The Gilded Age. Your heart's still pounding, and you're left with 100 questions about who's in love, who's walking away, and what's next for New York's glittering high society. Well, buckle up, because we've got all the fresh updates on Season 4, from the possible release window to the biggest storylines you can expect. This isn't just another period drama update. This is about one of HBO's most visually stunning and drama-packed shows, making its grand return. And yes, we're diving deep into where our favorite characters might be headed after all those emotional twists. So, let's get right into it. First, the release date. While HBO hasn't announced an exact day yet, the best estimate for the Gilded Age Season 4 premiere lands between late 2026 and early 2027. That's based on the show's past production schedule, which averages about 18 months between seasons. Season 1 debuted in January 2022, Season 2 followed in October 2023, and Season 3 hit our screens in June 2025. Filming, post-production, and HBO's carefully planned scheduling all point toward that late 2026, early 2027 sweet spot. The network clearly wants to keep the momentum going, especially after confirming the renewal in July 2025. Season 3's finale left the audience buzzing, and HBO wasted no time responding to the excitement. Francesca Orsi, HBO's head of drama, praised the cast and crew for delivering what she called a can't-miss experience. The network even noted a 20% boost in premiere night viewership compared to the previous season. That's no small feat for a period drama, which means Season 4 will have the pressure and the opportunity to push the stakes even higher. It's a clear sign that the Gilded Age isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Let's talk about the big romantic developments. Dr. William Kirkland's proposal to Peggy Scott was one of the finale's most heartfelt moments. Despite his mother's disapproval and attempts to sabotage the relationship, William stood by Peggy. His father's support sealed the deal, proving that love can win even in the rigid world of 1880s New York. This engagement not only adds depth to Peggy's storyline, but also opens the door for future conflicts. Because you can bet high society won't let them sail into happily ever after without a fight. Gladys Russell's arc also had a surprising shift. What began as an arranged marriage, orchestrated by her ever-ambitious mother Bertha, has turned into something much more. Now the Duchess of Buckingham, Gladys is pregnant and seemingly content in her marriage to Hector. It's a rare happy ending in a show known for its power plays. But this is the Gilded Age. Stability can be as fragile as a porcelain teacup, and audiences will be watching closely to see if Gladys's happiness endures. On the opposite end of the romance spectrum, Oscar Van Ryn and Enid Winterton decided to marry for reasons that have nothing to do with love. Their union is a calculated alliance. Oscar gains wealth and influence, while Enid reclaims her standing in elite circles. They're poised to become a power duo in New York's competitive social scene. This kind of partnership could lead to some of the sharpest, most strategic storytelling in Season 4, especially if either decides the deal is no longer worth it. Then there's Larry Russell and Marian Brook, whose romance has been on a roller coaster since Season 1. After a broken engagement, they've tentatively reconciled, though they're not racing to the altar just yet. This slow burn approach could make for a compelling arc in Season 4. Will they rebuild their trust? Or will old tensions resurface? In a series where ambition often collides with the heart, nothing is ever guaranteed. One of the most talked about moments from the finale had nothing to do with romance and everything to do with trust. George Russell, still recovering from a gunshot wound, told Bertha he couldn't forgive her for forcing Gladys into marriage. Even though the match turned out well for their daughter, George's resentment runs deep. His decision to walk out the morning after Bertha's social triumph was a gut punch for fans. It's the most serious crack in their marriage so far, and it raises the question, is divorce on the horizon? Adding to the intrigue, the identity of George's shooter remains a mystery. This unresolved plot point is sure to loom large over Season 4, potentially intertwining with political maneuvering and business rivalries. The Russells' public image has always been part of their power, and any scandal, whether personal or criminal, could be the opening their rivals have been waiting for. The returning cast is expected to feature Carrie Coon, Christine Baranski, Cynthia Nixon, Louisa Jacobson, Danae Benton, Thaisa Farmiga, Harry Richardson, Blake Ritson, Simon Jones, and Jack Gilpin. Morgan Spector's return as George Russell remains uncertain due to the cliffhanger, and Claiborne Elder won't be back after his character's death. These casting details hint at both continuity and change, which can be a potent mix for keeping the story fresh. Visually, fans can expect Season 4 to maintain the show's hallmark opulence, lavish ballrooms, extravagant costumes, and meticulous recreations of Gilded Age New York. But under the glitter, the show thrives on its themes: ambition, loyalty, betrayal, and the delicate dance of maintaining status in a world where one wrong move can bring everything crashing down. The stakes will likely be higher than ever, with social victories and defeats playing out on both the personal and public stage. So, whether you're here for the romance, the rivalries, or the rich period detail, Season 4 of The Gilded Age promises to be worth the wait. With its mix of unresolved tensions, new alliances, and lingering mysteries, the series is set to deliver more of the drama that's kept audiences hooked from the very first episode. Mark your mental calendars for late 2026 or early 2027, because when The Gilded Age returns, you can bet New York's elite won't be the only ones talking. One thing that makes The Gilded Age so addictive is its layered storytelling. It's never just about one plotline or one couple. The writers weave multiple threads together, each with its own stakes. Season 4 is expected to lean even more into this multi-plot approach, allowing characters' stories to intersect in ways that amplify the drama. A minor business deal could end up influencing a major romance, and a whispered insult at a dinner party could spark a chain reaction in the city's power structure. This interconnected web is what makes viewers rewatch episodes, noticing the small details that hint at bigger twists down the road. And let's not forget the role of historical context. While The Gilded Age is a work of fiction, it pulls heavily from real social dynamics of the 1880s. The rise of industrial fortunes, the old money versus new money divide, and the unspoken rules that governed elite society. Season 4 will likely continue blending these historical realities with fictional drama, which keeps the show grounded even when the stakes feel larger than life. That balance between authenticity and entertainment is key to its appeal, giving audiences the thrill of drama while also painting a vivid picture of America's past. Ultimately, the biggest question hanging over Season 4 isn't just what will happen next, it's how will it happen. In this world, victories are rarely clean, and defeats often come with unexpected silver linings. Fans know to expect reversals, betrayals, and those quiet moments where a character says more with a look than an entire page of dialogue. Whether it's George's uncertain fate, Bertha's unshakable ambition, or the shifting alliances among New York's elite, the season promises the kind of intricate storytelling that keeps viewers glued to the screen. When the carriages roll up for the Season 4 premiere, the audience will be ready for every gasp, every whisper, and every grand reveal.